Alright, so this is LowTierGod. And listen, for anybody that doesn't know who LowTierGod is, right? Basically, he's a live streamer on Twitch, and he's basically known for hiding that he's 44 years old so that he can allegedly trick girls into thinking that he's younger. And there's also clips of him admitting that he's down to groom young girls like multiple times on his live streams.
To the point where it intrigues you, where you something that's a little younger. You ever just took a dirty penny and tossed it away, and then you see a shiny penny and you want to keep it and you want to save it? I think I was maybe like 19 at the time, 18, 19. I think she was like 14 or some shit.
Someone actually did the maths on their relationship, right? Apparently this nigga met her when he was 29 and she was 17.
We go in there, we start fooling around, kissing, this and that. Mind you, I never really was attracted to her, but I was just like, fuck it, I've been knowing her for so long, I might as well fuck now that you're legal.
And he also has a child, but he ditched that child and he refuses to pay for child support as well. And on top of that, this nigga's the polyester bandit as well, because nigga, what the hell is this outfit, fam? Like, my nigga, what did you type in to even find this t-shirt online? But anyway, so I actually already made a video about him like a while ago, where I basically tried to get in contact with his dad or his mother so that I could tell them about who he actually is. And when I was searching through LowTierGod's dad's like profiles and that, like I was able to see that it was genuinely his dad, but I wasn't able to actually contact him directly. So, you know Dale Wilson?
Dale Wilson, yeah.
Yeah, your cousin. I was sent by the LSG Protection Services to contact your family. Dale Wilson has actually been seen as a predator on the internet. Yeah, and there's videos on the internet and everything. And listen, one thing about fathers and like mothers, right? I know they're not too active on social media, so I doubt his dad really is even tapped in about who he actually is on the internet. And listen, his dad actually still lives in California to this day, so we might as well pay him a visit. So, LowTierGod, your time has come. So when I typed in LowTierGod on Google, apparently his real name is Dale Wilson. So I went to Google and I typed in Dale Wilson, and it came up with this biography on IMDb. My nigga, these guys be posting anyone on this website. But if you scroll down a bit, it says that LowTierGod's father's name is James Wilson Jr. So I went to Facebook and I typed in James Wilson Jr. and I was just scrolling through profile after profile after profile, like trying to find broski in it. And I came across this man with the same name as his dad. But I wasn't too sure if this was him, right? So I went to the search bar on his profile and I typed in LowTierGod's name, Dale. And after a little bit of scrolling, I came across this post with the predator nigga himself. Which means that this is LowTierGod's actual dad. So look, as you might can see, it's finally the daytime. I think I'm tired as hell, but basically I just woke up and now I'm gonna pull up to his dad's house, but I have to catch a bus because obviously I'm at the airport in it, so. But listen, before we pull up on LowTierGod's father, I didn't want him to have any excuse to avoid the information. So I edited this picture on my phone, literally talking about how he's known on the internet for being a creep and how he allegedly hasn't paid his child support and everything, right? And then I went to Walgreens and then I got it printed out. And my plan is I wanted to go there with an envelope, pretending that it was a letter that was supposed to be delivered to his house, and then put this picture in the envelope so that when he opens it, he has all the information for him right there. So listen, I hopped onto the bus and then I made my way to LowTierGod's father's house.
Bitches don't know me, nigga, when I get up in it, she say I got the magic touch.
Alright, listen, I'm about to catch a flipping bus to my man's house, but bro, it's literally bleeding outside, man. Like, nigga, I've never been this hot a day in my life. Yo, bro, man's really in LA with broken Jordans. But yo, one thing I do have to say as well, right? I don't know if you niggas know about California, but in California, there's an area called Compton. But basically, you know these niggas that dress up like this and they have like the high socks and that? I didn't know that was real until I came here, fam. Like, niggas genuinely actually dress like this. I didn't even know that was real, fam. Like, it's not even just the OGs as well. Like, I literally seen a youth, like an actual youth having that outfit as well, fam. But anyway, so after a few minutes, I finally made it to LTG's father's house. Wait, hello? Wilson. I had a letter for you. And this was actually LTG's dad. I had a letter for you. It was dropped off in my house, so I'm dropping it off for you.
Where you living?
I live literally down the road down there. Take a left, keep going down.
Oh, you right there?
Yeah, literally.
What the name?
It was on the front, but I ripped it off. It was about, you know Dale Wilson, that's your son, right?
Huh?
It's a letter about Dale Wilson.
Are you ready?
Yeah, it said Dale Wilson, was seen online being a creep, something like that.
Yeah, it's this guy after him online, but he not real though. I guess one. Oh man, I'm about to. We got to sue.
It's about your son, isn't it? It says yeah, I seen it myself. They brought it to my door.
We got to sue him.
100%.
All right, dude.
Have a good day, yeah.
Thank you.
Now listen, I don't know if you man realized, right, but his dad basically said that the LowTierGod person that I was describing was not a real person. So I'm guessing that LTG basically just told his dad that the situations about him were just made up by someone on the internet. Now unfortunately, I realized I wasn't as prepared as I should have been when I pulled up on him the first time, right? So I made another poster and I made sure that I put the exposed videos on this poster showing full proof of everything that he did. And then I shipped it off to his father's house. Now listen, I wanted to spin back in real life right, but I'm trying to do a video in another state, so I mean I just don't have time in it.
I'm on the avenue right now. I'm telling your dad about how
Shut the fuck up, bitch ass nigga. Every single fucking stream.
Alright, so yo, I just woke up, right? It's flipping 11 p.m. Nigga, I woke up, there's literally no one in here, man. Like, bro, this thing is vacant as hell, bro. Earlier, there was bare donnies in here. But listen, right now it's the morning. I'm literally just walking so I don't flip and fall asleep, right? But listen, I appreciate niggas for watching this video, alright? I'm gonna keep on grinding. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. If you made it this far, I need you to comment SW 2026. I'm trying to grind. I'm trying to make it out the flipping hood. But listen, I'm about to go get food and then I'm...
Okay, sorry about that. We got sidetracked. So, you know what? The A-logging has finally gotten to a point where it's gotten fucking crazy. I'm gonna say that right now. Deservingly crazy, though. Now, I kind of knew back in the day, right? Someone was bound to break break the boundaries between finding this man's family. And I didn't think it would come this soon. I thought it would be coming in 2027 or some crazy shit. So now this guy finally found LowTierGod's dad. Obviously, LowTierGod's dad is playing into this shit. Smart man. I gotta give him credit where it's due.
And this actually LT.
Very intelligent move on the dad's part. Playing the oblivious card is the smartest thing you can do. Now, honestly, looking back on it, and looking back on like last year, when I was like A-logged like crazy, yeah, I'm gonna say that I was A-logged, but that's another story for another time. I would say it wasn't really completely A-logging, it was just people looking for a reason to like spin a narrative on me. Now, I'm not surprised someone tries to do it to me, you know? But I'm gonna stop there because I'm about to make it about myself, and I want to do that at the end of this video. And then I'll just go into my advanced thoughts or whatever the fuck. So, right. People were bound to break the boundaries, as I said before, but I didn't think someone would actively seek out his dad. But then I remember Boogie, that little incident, and was it Wings of Redemption? See, that's how you know I don't really give a shit about this locale stuff. Was it Wings of Redemption or Boogie? I can't remember. But I do know this much. One of the two literally pulled out a gun. He got arrested. It was a whole debacle that I found to be fucking crazy. And now this is happening to the one locale that I was thinking it would happen years later. And now it came too soon. I'm not surprised if LowTierGod is going to be there intentionally the next time someone pulls up. And just, his dad, you know what his dad will be like? He'll call Dale and literally be like, hey, this, you got one of them niggas out here. You got one of them niggas out here. You might as well come the fuck out right now. He's like, oh, yeah? All right, I'm coming. And, you know, his dad is going to stall the next person that tries to pull up. Just for him to pull up himself. And, you know, because LowTierGod has been wanting to get physical with his A-loggers for quite some time now. And I'm telling you right now, you guys just broke a boundary. Now I'm gonna ask you the big question. Are y'all ready to actually fight? Are y'all ready to actually fight? No more nice guy gamer bullshit where you hide behind your computer or devices and talk shit and just keep doxing him and showing his social security card and messing with his credit cards and shit. Are you ready to fight? Because this is where it finally happens. This is where you guys better put your foot down and be ready to fight, because that's what's going to happen. If you guys want to do that, don't be scared. I'm telling you, don't get cold feet. Don't sit there looking stupid too. Oh my god, this you assaulted me. None of that legal shit, none of it. Just realize you are about to fight. And this nigga is willing to get down with that. I'm telling you. In my opinion, I believe LowTierGod has so much amplified hatred towards his A-loggers that he's willing to take an assault charge. I'm asking y'all, are you willing to take an assault charge? If possible. He is. I'm now asking you. Now, on the topic of me. There is no such thing as a comparison. So if anyone comes over to y'all saying there's a comparison between me and that person, let them do it. I'm not going to speak out against it because I'm like, okay, you don't know me. You don't know what I do, who I am. You believe something. But I mean, for LowTierGod's case, I know enough. I know enough about his entire life, unfortunately. And it's not something I wanted to know, but, you know, it got exposed to everyone around him. Now, like I said, I am completely done with this shit since 2024, actually. I've been done for a long time. So anyone saying I'm still around A-logging and doing any of that shit, it's lies. Complete lies. Complete just made up bullshit. Look, y'all have a good one. I'll give you over to the next section. Stay frosty out there, you know, don't be doing what LowTierGod's doing, obviously, but don't also be doing what this guy's doing. Because looking back on it, it was just kind of an imaginary thought of mine that looked and sounded funny, but realistically, now someone's going to be put in danger because of it. His father's also in danger of harassment now because of this person. So, and anyone else, honestly. Well, look, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Heading on to the next section. So, I know this might come off as a really big shocker to you guys, but you know, I've already told you, as I said on a repeat, he could press charges for this. The charges vary from something severe to something very minor. But still, the fact that people are officially now willing to take pictures of his house, they're finally now actually pulling up to his family and shit. I'm just letting you know that once you do all this, none of these people have your back. So let's say, for example, that if LowTierGod was to press charges and finally say that he actually caught one of his stalkers, he would be legally in the right. And guess what? No other detractor or any of the detractors are going to support your efforts in getting out of jail. You do realize that, right? They're going to leave you guys there to rot for their own entertainment. They're like, "Ah, man, it really sucks that you went to jail. Damn. Hopefully life gets better for you, buddy." That's what they're going to say. And they don't care about you. I'm telling you, everyone in this community, as I said before, with my other video, everyone is getting attacked. Whether they are on the right side, which would be the detractors, or they are in supporting of the locals. Now, I don't understand what's up with people in not understanding that, but you need to understand it. At one point, it's got to get into that thick skull and make you understand. Hey, man, you know, I laugh at this dude, but you went too far. You went too far and you just crossed the boundary. So if he does that to you and does the whole legal shit and gets you in trouble, none of us are going to help you. Y'all should at least be honest to these people about that shit. I'm not condoning none of this. Now, I hate a raccoon as much as the next person in the black community, so I can't really help but to say, I hope every horrible thing happens, but this is one of those. But still, I'm not condoning it. I can hope all I want, but reality settles in, and I'm not condoning it. I don't care about raccoons. I don't like raccoons. I don't like being around them. They're all over the place on the internet. They fester on the internet and they fester around while there are more people like me in reality, while there are more people like him on the internet. So, 2 coins, 2 sides. I exist, he doesn't, basically. So, right. I did want to say that the fact that most of you guys are finally crossing into that territory officially, I mean, you did, right? But that was because you were doing hit and runs. Now you guys are actually actively harassing somebody and talking about a family member of theirs. So now you're going to be in trouble for something that could be spun against you. You see what I'm saying? Now it could be spun against this kid, this dude. Wasn't a smart idea. I'll say that much. But when those charges are placed on him, I want that person to know this. Nobody in this community is going to help you. Neither are your fans. And if they do, it's a small amount of money and then they dip. Like, they'll just probably give you chump change and leave you behind because all they care about is their entertainment. To be sure, if you do go to jail, you're just another fuel to the, what's the saying? I'm sorry. Fuel towards the fire. Something like that. You're just basically fuel for an engine that's been going on for years and years. That's it. Your demise is their success. That's how this works. The sooner you understand that, the better. That's why I feel like because you decide to cross that boundary and finally get towards one of his family members, he's going to call it and you have no defense. Nobody would. Legally, nobody would. You can't say that you weren't, stalking or harassing the person. You can't do that. That's just how I see it. Now, you can say what you want, those of you who agree with that type of behavior, but just know, once again, you could become that person too. For anything, honestly. It could be over shit that you never knew, or the past, whatever, your digital footprint, whatever they believe. And you could be a problem as well. So just know, while you're playing these games with other people, just know you are susceptible to the exact same shit that you are doing to other people. So I would strongly suggest, you know, really thinking about that over time. Don't have to think too hard on it, but you will have to really remember where things lie. So if that makes sense, I don't know what else to tell you except that. Anyways, guys, don't do this crazy shit. Let's just honestly be real. It is stalking at one point. It is. Because now you're actively seeking out family members. You've already crossed a line and a boundary. So I'm just letting you know. Do better. Be safe. I don't think you're supposed to be safe in this community, but that's just me. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. I hate the fact that Warface is shutting down, by the way, but it is what it is. Just some gameplay footage for y'all. Peace out.
Hi, I'm Lucy Christian. I am the voice of Otako Uraraka, and you should subscribe to Neusxanity's channel. Peace out!